Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, Sagittarius friends. I'm here for a reading for the year 2020. Now, this will come about. I always have the same little speech in the beginning, but let's see if I can get it out this time. So what I'm using is the Lenormand deck, and the Lenormand deck is a deck of 36 cards. And those of you who are readers out there who read and perhaps know what a grand tableau is, you use all 36 cards. Well, this for the forecasts, I usually cut out a piece and I use it in my own way. I concocted it and get a reading. I like to do this. I've been doing this for about 4 years. You can go back into my YouTube channel and take a look in December to see the forecast. And I always tell the people that I read for, when I give you a forecast, wait and then look back and remember what was said. Then you can see if it resonates or not. So let's get the show on the road. And I'll show you the camera. I'll put the camera on. There you go. Let me see if I can get, there you go. If I can hold that. Okay. I'll give you an idea of how I spread. So let's see what's in store for Sagittarius. Let's see what's in store for Sagittarius for the year 2020. Sagittarius for the year 2020. And I'll show you these cards. Let me get these this way. A little sore throat this morning here. Okay, so just a moment. Okay, first card is the fish, the book, the ring, and the crossroads. Then we have the coffin, the man, the key, the tree, the serpent, snake, that is, the letter, the garden, probably see it, there you go, the dog, the house, the clouds, the child, and the mice. All right, so let's take a look. First of all, I'll go into the readings for each trimester, the first being January, February, March. January, February, March, I see that many of you Sagittarians, if you had a private business, you have decided, or you will decide in the first 3 months of the year, probably as soon as the year changes at the beginning of January, really, to end or to close or declare bankruptcy or to change. But there will be a change in your private enterprise if you have a private business. Even if you have a hobby that everyone, if you have a profile in Twitter or in any place, but you decide to change it, you decide to close it, you decide to modify it. And what I see, the reasons behind this, there is a change underway for a private matter. And I'm seeing it as, business, not business as usual, but business, Sagittarius. If you had an idea of partnering up with someone, well, that's going to see the end of its days. Also, I see that one of the reasons behind this was a suggestion by a family member, excuse me, and in the beginning you didn't take heed of that. It was a woman, and you didn't think that they had your best interests at heart, and at the time they did not, I have to say. But that's what started, put the seed in your ear, as they say in Italian, and you decided then you will decide at the end, at the beginning of January, to close that. Now, if this pertains to the area of emotions, to your emotional life, here I'm seeing that you are no longer going to put energy in a relationship that has where a third party has sprouted, and there is a third party. And especially for those who have been partnered, for a while, who are living together. Then we have the second trimester, April, May, and June. April, May, and June. There's something here. You're coming out of the clouds. It's as if the first 3 months saw you taking decisions, very, very important decisions. You think, Sagittarius, that they are life-threatening decisions, life-changing decisions, let's say. But the second semester, April, May, and June, starting with the spring, here sees you as not knowing exactly where you want to spend your energy, where your energy is best spent. And you communicate with others, and you try to get your bearings, your feeling for what to do. If you have a little money put aside, you're trying to get counsel from your friends, but better than from your advisors like a lawyer or a consultant. What you really are looking for is the advice of your best friend, people who are very close to you, who know your capabilities, because they, according to you, would give you their best, their best suggestion, and you can count on it. You trust them. I also see here that you still have issues of trust with regards to family members, and you tend to, Sagittarius, want to not exploit, but explore the advice of friends. Of course, this may have to do with matters of the heart again that spill over from the first trimester. And here it's the cards are telling me that, look, you're not out of the park yet. You're not out of the danger yet. You're still watching your back. You're still not trusting. Now, if we move into the third trimester, this is when you start to come alive. And by far, this is the best trimester, July, August, and September. July, August, and September of 2020 sees you actually in a position of wanting to come together with someone. This could be a partnership in business. It could be a person wanting to, you express to them, and this is extremely important, you express to them that the story goes like this, Sagittarius. You tell them something like, I've been lost, wandering. I had, I was always disoriented. Now that you've come into my life, but this is another person, okay, with regard to the other two trimesters we were talking about. You say to them, I was disoriented without you, but having you in my life, even just near you, even just speaking to you every day, you make a declaration, okay, and you tell them that how important they are for you. And so what this means, Sagittarius, for you is that it is a sort of a declaration of intention, a declaration in the public, because you have spoken the words. And once you've spoken the words, you can't take it back. So this starts a new process for you. This is definitely done because you are ready to want something different, something more, something stable. Now, you remember, you're just coming out of a situation, and this smacks from someone on the outside, and some of your friends will tell you that. But when it talks to matters of the heart, when you are on a roll, because it looks like you go straight, headstrong, something like I've never seen Sagittarians do, headstrong, especially in regards to this one situation, a partnership in business or a partnership, a romantic partnership, a new one, you are prone to act on the rebound, okay? And what I see is the evidence of that is going to be coming out in the fourth quarter, October, November, December. October, November, December. You start October with a lot of decisions on your plate. You start October with the notion that, okay, I'm in overdrive. You may find that there are anxiety issues. Some of you who have blood pressure issues, you're going to feel that. You're not sleeping. So there are minor health issues that come up because of how much stress you've had and made for yourself. We need to say that, how much stress you have brought onto yourself, because they don't do it to you. It's you allow them to do that to you. You allow them to cause you anxiety. Now, what you again do is you bring together your clan, and you bring close to you people who you know, people who you are comfortable with, and who like your brothers or your sisters, who are not necessarily part of your family. And toward the end of the year, the very tail end of the year, you're going to see that there is a split among the people who used to be able to call your friends and those who are no longer in that position because you no longer trust them. Something occurs in that last trimester, October, November, December, that puts you in a situation of reevaluating all the friends that you have, the close circle of friends that you have. Now, what I'm going to do is go through each of these houses, because each of these houses have a number and the cards also add to the meaning. So in terms of endings and beginnings, we did touch on this in the first trimester. There is a possibility of you closing a business and opening another, quitting your job and going to another. Your relationship will end and you move on to another. So that is a theme that plays out during 2020. And in terms of surprises, surprises are going to be hidden from you. They will emerge in due time. You don't see them coming. And they will involve surprises of, for example, that third party in a relationship that cropped up. You didn't see it coming. Or issues of your health that you didn't see coming. Or how you decide at the last minute, the words just seem to come out of your mouth, wanting to literally propose in the public to this woman, to this person, to this male or female, you declare that yourself in that third trimester, as I said. Those are the surprises. Now the endings, the absolute endings here in this year concern partnerships. It could be a business partnership, and it could be a romantic partnership. That is very clear here. The oral communication in the year 2020, as we have seen with that declaration here, it's all a matter of you deciding, yes, I'll say it, no, I'll say it, yes, I'll say it, no, I'll say it. It seems that you bring it upon yourself to actually say, should I say this, should I not say that? And it's all involving oral communication. Your work, your livelihood, here too, I see an ending. There's a change there. There's the end of one job, the beginning of another, the close of one company, the opening of another. Your sense of security. Now, your sense of security comes in the form of a person, a male, who is looking out for you, who has your back. This could be an older gentleman. This could be an older sibling. It could be a friend who is wise, who has sort of an old soul. But it will be a male who will offer you a sense of security. This could play out even economically. Now, guidance. Where do you receive your guidance from? You receive them literally from the stars. And why I say that is that you do look up. The cards are telling you, when you are in a pickle, let me use that expression, when you're in a pickle and you don't know how to turn, where to turn, what to say, where to go, you need to raise your gaze, and you need to look at the universe, and you need to find the signs of answers for you. Home. What does home mean for you? What does home mean for you? It's all about your health. Being in a place that you can call your home involves improvement of your health, the improvement of your health. Now, remember, we talked in the fourth trimester, October, November, December, about matters, insidious matters of your health emerging. You need to then take cover and go to places that, even if it means going to a place from your past, or going to your mom's, or going to your dad's, going to your older siblings, somewhere where you even grew up, or with whom you grew up, that will improve the nature of your health. It's telling you that emotions are very high here, run high, and the emotions are at the basis of the health nuisances. Your public life in the first 3 months, as we said, there was, in those of you who have a third party situation, that answer comes to you from the public life. You find out through different friends, through a friend of a friend. While you're going to the bank, someone is talking about having seen a certain woman who was your wife with another person. This is an example. Right? This is the public life. The public life has two meanings here. In the public is when you make a declaration, you speak, and you actually hear the words coming out of your mouth more faster than you can even realize you're saying them. But also, it's in the public that you surreptitiously, unwittingly get information that rocks your boat a little bit. Now, obstacles that come your way into 2020 come in the form of written documents, of letters, of people writing to you and telling you things you don't like. If you are fired, it will come to you in a written form, and that will be a surprise. So when you have to deal with documents, the cards are telling you need to read the fine print. You need to dot your I's and cross your T's. In terms of the decisions that are made, we did say that it involves oral communication, but it also involves being in the public, as I mentioned, for that third trimester. Nuisances, we did mention nuisances in the form of little emotionally based health issues that emerge. But here I also see, as I mentioned for that final trimester, October, November, December, an issue concerning your friends. You start mistrusting them, and you're seeing shadows. You're fearful. You're projecting your fears, and they're coming back to you. It's sort of like a mirroring effect. So you might want to look out for that. Also, in terms of what is hidden from you, you need to look right where you are. My dad, when I was a child, he said, when you lose something, it's very close to you. What you're looking for is right under your nose. Well, this is what I'm telling you. This is what these cards are telling you. Something hidden from you is in your metaphorical house. It's close to you. Now, matters of written communication, as we saw, could be insidious, and they could create obstacles, but they are obstacles that are easily are removed. They, like clouds, they just are blown away. So they are not permanent problems. Now, there are two areas here, male and female influences. The male, that we talked about, a male who had your back, who represented a sense of security. I see here that a male influence even if you're a woman, everything to do with typically male activities. There's research international research that talks about what are male-based activities. It's in social research. And here I'm looking at your male influence, the male activities in your life. If you're a woman and males in your life, it is the beginning of a new phase for you. Women, to buttress your male side, males, you get a second chance. You get a pass. This is a new chance. With females, the female influences, even if you're a male, males especially, do not trust your gut, do not trust your intuition this year. Females, women need to be watch your back in terms of pairing up, or how can I say, do not trust your emotional side when taking decision. This is directed especially towards women. Well, let's say I've completed the reading. I hope this was of help to you, Sagittarius. And do like and share my videos if you appreciate them, and subscribe if this is the first time that you're here. You'll be seeing January coming up and the energy readings for the month of January as well. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure. Until we read together again. Bye-bye.